means of high quality entertainment, I'm going to be unboxing a box set of CDs. But first, I received this book. I bought this book, I think, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. And when I ordered it, I didn't realize it was going to be that big. That's what she said. Frank Zappa, The Big Note, A Guide to the Recordings of Frank Zappa by Charles Ulrich. Now, first of all, I'm sad to say there are no pictures for me to scan and send to all of my loyal fans. It's just a bunch of text. How boring. No, this is one time, you know, sometimes you buy a book and there's not very many pictures, or there's no pictures and you're kind of disappointed. But with this one, I wasn't at all. I've seen enough pictures of Frank Zappa and I know his album covers and everything. This goes into real detail on each album and every song by Frank Zappa, and I've just started it. And I've said before, my issue with books is I can't read a book from start to finish. Like, I've never read a novel. I don't know why, but it's like I don't have the patience. So even when I buy a book like this, I never start at the beginning, you know, and read all the way through. I just find something I'm interested in and I read it. But for the most part, I end up reading the whole book. I really do. But it's just me. I don't know if there's a name for me reading. Like, I have no problem reading. I don't. It's just I don't have the patience, like I said, to read a book from start to finish. So, as I said, it goes through every album. The one thing I think I would have preferred if it started, you know, his whole discography from the very beginning to the end. But the way he's done this book, it's by alphabetical order. So, for instance, the first album, one of the first albums, is Absolutely Free from the Mothers of Invention. And one of the final albums would, of course, be Zoot Allures. But he even goes through the live albums like You Can't Do That on Stage Anymore, Volume 2, and each and every song. I'll read you one little thing to just show you how interesting this book is. It's highly recommended if you're a Frank Zappa fan. Yeah, Hot Rats, Willie the Pimp, one of my favorite Frank Zappa songs and one of my all-time favorite Frank Zappa guitar solos. And Frank Zappa says it has quotes from Frank Zappa and other band members throughout the book too, so you can just see lots of reading material. I have a similar book on David Bowie where it goes into great detail, just like this one. Maybe it's the same author, I don't know. And it goes through every single song that he's ever recorded. And I'm still not done reading that. So yeah, Frank Zappa says, Frank Zappa recalled, I was overdubbing the solo for Willie the Pimp while standing in the control room. The guitar was going into the board, out of the board, into the studio, into the amp, picked up by a microphone, and back into the board. I'm playing my wah-wah pedal and wailing away, and this guy from the union comes in. He's standing behind me, tapping his pencil on his clipboard, waiting for me to get done so that he can ask me whether or not I filled some kind of union paper about how many musicians I'm using. That's the solo on the record. And the whole time, there was this union poothead standing behind me. That's just one little paragraph, and it's like I said, if you're a Frank Zappa fan, I highly recommend this. Even the cover is so cool, isn't it? Okay. I should promote books and music for a living if people pay me. And I just want to quickly add, there's also a book on the Guess Who, if you're a fan of the Guess Who. I was going to do a review on my channel because I think it's a really good book. But Fit to be Tie-Dyed, who will be doing a live chat with me July 10th, this Saturday at 4 p.m. I think he's better at explaining the book and all that. He's had the author on, and it's on his channel. So please, if you're interested in the Guess Who and the book Wheatfield Empire, check out Fit to be Tie-Dyed's channel. Yeah, the book is excellent. These prime things are difficult to get into. Here we go. I did not have this great Canadian band in my collection. I did at one point, like a best of. But this is their discography in a box set. Guess who it is? No, it's not the Guess Who. No, it's not Neil Young. It is Baby, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. That's right, BTO, better known as Bachman-Turner Overdrive. So this includes, I didn't even know this existed, and I got it at a very good price. It includes their debut album, Bachman-Turner Overdrive, Bachman-Turner Overdrive 2, Not Fragile, Four-Wheel Drive, Head On, Freeways, and even Street Action, which I've never heard, and Rock and Roll Nights, which I've never heard. Fit to be Tie-Dyed's going to be jealous, I just know it. Let me know in the comment section below, or below, if you're a fan of Bachman-Turner Overdrive, if you like classic rock. I don't know how you could say, no, I don't like Bachman-Turner Overdrive. They're too classic rockish. Oh, it's got a booklet, ladies and gentlemen. That's impressive. Sometimes they don't even have a booklet. And I've seen Randy Bachman in concert at least once. I think just once. And it was with the original singer for the Guess Who, Burton Cummings. I've seen Burton Cummings, I think 2 or 3 times. And I saw that they were playing together in Belleville at the Empire Theatre, probably about 10 years ago. And they just, big crowd, and they just put on a great show. And the song, Taking Care of Business, if that doesn't get you up on your feet, I don't know what will. And Fred Turner, great singer. Ignore the timer. So let's see how they do for the actual albums. They might be just pretty plain, I don't know. So there's their debut with, which I've never owned. Hold Back the Water, Give Me Your Money Please, I love that song. Blue Collar, Stayed Awake All Night. Here's the CD. This one. Then Bachman-Turner Overdrive 2, I remember when this came out, and I think one of my brothers had it on vinyl. It was great. Same labels on all of them. Blown, Welcome Home, Let It Ride, and a song called Taking Care of Business. I don't know if you've heard it or not. Is it something I said? Then, Not Fragile. This was huge. Now, I think it was, yeah, it was a gatefold, wasn't it? And this one isn't. You know, a little disappointing in that regard, but like I said, got it for a good price. So I'm not going to complain, even though it doesn't have the gatefold. And I believe these are remastered, 4-wheel drive. They were kind of rushed because Not Fragile was such a big hit. I remember reading that Randy Bachman said the record company, you know, how they can push a band and, you know, they're touring and everything to get another album out. So this one was a bit rushed, but it was still very good. I love 4-wheel drive and, of course, Hey You. And, yeah, She's a Devil, Flat Broke Love. Head On. Of course, the original would have, I think, Randy, well, I know. I know everything. Randy Bachman on the cover, and then I think Fred Turner on the back, and you would open it up and it would have the other two band members. So this is just all it is. But this was a pretty good album too. It had Find Out About Love, Take It Like a Man, Looking Out for Number One was awesome. And Take It Like a Man has Little Richard on the keyboards. Then Freeways, the last BTO album I ever bought. By this time the band had basically, this was kind of Randy Bachman taking over the band, and probably a bit of infighting and everything, which happened sadly. But it was not a bad album, it wasn't terrible. My Wheels Won't Turn was really good. Freeways, Can We All Come Together? Shotgun Rider, I liked it. And then these final two. Street Action BTO, I never bought. Maybe somebody out there can let me know about these two last ones. So this is with Fred Turner, Rob Bachman, Randy Bachman's brother on drums, Blair Thornton, of course, the guitarist, and then Jim Clench on bass. So this doesn't even have Randy Bachman. It's like the band, the Guess Who, that are still touring in the States mainly, and they even released a new album the last year or two. And of course, Randy Bachman and Burton Cummings, I don't even think, no, Jim Cale, the original bassist, isn't even in the band. It's just the original drummer that's in the band. And some people, they go to these concerts thinking that is the Guess Who, when it isn't. Don't get me started. And then Rock and Roll Nights, which I believe has Randy Bachman. It doesn't. It's just the same. Rob Bachman, Jim Clench, Blair Thornton, and C.F. Turner. Oh well. I'll listen to these and see what I think, but I don't think they'd be as good as the original albums by the original band BTO. So that's it for anyone interested in not knowing that this was out, and I didn't know it was out until I saw it. So thanks for watching, and I would love your thoughts on the Frank Zappa book and the Bachman Turner Overdrive box set. And this is July 8th. I'm having a live chat July 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Fit to be Tie-Dyed and possibly a couple more guests. And so the link should be in the description of this video below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.